A man doesn't have time for everything. Even so, time is everything a man can have yet cannot own. It's a mere possession one can claim and not an ownership one is entitled to. These are some of the thoughts that I've come up with, and yeah, I was just really enwrapped by this thought of how superior time is that I've always wondered how we became slaves to something we make use of. That's probably why being a kid is different from growing up. They are so free and genuinely happy while we're just happy creating diversion for ourselves. Sometimes, even the pursuit of happiness is no longer our priority, and in certain priorities, we seek what could be of happiness to us. It's funny whenever I think of it, and it actually reminds me of the old days and of how much I've changed since then. Back then, I only used to play outside our house, bathe in the glow of the sun, my eyes squinting from its blinding gaze, but now I'm just confined in my room, casually scrolling through my phone. My face is illuminated by this artificial glow that radiates off the screen, and I barely even blink. Before I knew it, I've become everything but myself. Like a velvet curtain hanging loosely in this dull and gripping bowl, I've designed my beliefs in line with certain standards that don't need conformity. Sometimes I'd look myself at a mirror searching for beauty that feels so real it became ugly. Such thirst for validation is just too strong that strength becomes a weakness. And sometimes I tend to retrace these lines that others have drawn already when I should be drawing the line between perception and reality. Because I don't want to waste my youth dwelling in the self-destructive thoughts and emotions that are definitely not worth my time. So here's to being 20. Let's remain young but old enough to understand how to live. I remember what my parents told me. I'm kind, but mom told me to be good. I studied, but dad told me to learn. And that's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't want my life to be saved only for a fleeting moment. Just like when realization only hits me after my cup of coffee, or when determination creeps in my room at 2 a.m. and I suddenly want to change, but then the next morning when my eyes fluttered open, I can't even make my bed. It happens to me, but I refuse to stay that way. Nor do I want to look at my reflection one day and say, you're boring, stupid, and emotionally unstable. All I want is to be comfortable in my perfectly imperfect self. But even if I start making faces, I'd still be enthralled and enchanted with it. Because I am more than what I think I am, and my worth is solely for me to validate. As we age, a new world is created before our eyes, and every turning page, change is inevitable. Some things might not be your cup of tea, but learning is always there, so I hope you'll find your peace and solace amidst learning and growing up.